Okay, so what is engineering? That's the thing to answer. So we're basically trying to build a bridge between us as the engineers and the public interface. And I feel like we just use these really complex kind of words and theories and concepts that the public don't really understand. So let's just eliminate that and start back to basics. What is engineering? So engineering, by definition, is the application of mathematics and science to solving problems in the real world. And I want to focus on the word application. And I believe that you can apply science and mathematics without actually knowing the science and mathematics that you're applying. So let's just go to a really complex mathematical situation and concept by standing up. So when we stand up, we've got this weight, which we all remember from our Christmas breaks and stuff. We've got this weight, and it's weighing us down. And then we support ourselves using these columns, or our feet, or our legs, sorry, and then they're finally into our foundations or our feet. So let's just take that concept and extrapolate, either forwards or backwards. It doesn't matter what the size of the weight, how many columns you have, and how many foundations you have, doesn't make a difference. And then we're starting to look more like the concepts that we use when we design bridges. For example, an arch bridge. But you could take away the arch and just calling it a standing up bridge, because that's the same kind of engineering principles that you're applying. Let's take another complicated bridge, like the cable stay bridge. As you can see from underneath the deck, you already have this kind of standing up concepts already been inbuilt. What's going on above the deck is basically you have this tower, and then you have this deck, you have this tower, and then you have these cables that stretch from the tower towards the deck, and it's goes holding up the deck, which is basically, and there's obviously someone else on the other side, there's another tower on the other side that's doing the same thing. And it's kind of like holding a sofa bridge, really, isn't it? As you can see by these two men here, they're basically doing the exact same engineering principles that you can now relate to, and that's what we apply. Let's take another bridge. One of the most famous bridges in the world, the Golden Gate in San Francisco. We could just call this the washing line bridge. Because what you'd get is two sticks and a washing line. You get the pegs to hold up the clothes, and that's basically the concept behind. So if you can hang your clothes up in the garden, you already kind of understand and you can rely and you can relate to the concepts behind the suspension bridge. So basically what I want to do is, when you see a complex infrastructure project and you feel like so far away from it, a lot of it goes over your head, just to simplify, if you see a building, just to simplify it into a table, into a chair maybe. If you see roots, if you see the piles of a building, just think of it as like roots and just apply that, and then you can kind of just simplify the concept. So that was my concept for today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vinay. Very interesting.